Hey all, welcome back to another afternoon in the shop. I'm Bob and welcome to Pardee's Shop Shenanigans. It's a place where, well, we have a little fun and pull some shenanigans on the way. Hey, this week I'm working on my son's 1987 Centurion. I guess I should read it carefully. His Chevy van, it's his adventure mobile. He spent last summer in Moab living out of this mostly while he was working and rock climbing and having a good old time. Discovered all the things he'd like to have different about it to spend more time in it. So he's brought it out to the shop here. We've gutted it. He did most of that work. And we're getting ready to start putting things back together. So I've already taken the time to weld up some patches in the floor where there were holes for the seats and brackets and some other things that had taken place in the past. Today, we're going to be taking a look at building a bracket up here, actually 4 miniature roll bars, if you will. They're going to fit on top of and go across the roof that are going to ultimately support a 6-foot by 10-foot deck. Why not, right? Got all kinds of plans for this van. We're going to put in an exhaust intake fan, put in new siding, insulate it, new bed, storage, the whole kit and caboodle. So I hope you enjoy and keep coming back for more information as we work on this. In fact, if there's things you'd like to see, learn, or maybe point us in a direction on this van as we proceed, leave some comments down here, would you? We enjoy it and we're having a good time. So let's see what can happen today. Well, for a quick little recap of where we've been is Logan's already pulled out all the interior from this van all the way up and around. So we have a blank canvas to work with. Do not judge these welds, but we've already put some patches in here. Instead of a dollop of silicone and a dime, we thought, what the heck, let's weld them up and patch it up a little bit more correctly. I still have this patch to put in right here. I'm going to cover this up yet today. Got one little other guy over there, and then we're going to get up here on this roof. Now the idea up here on the roof is we're going to pull everything off that's there now. Okay, cleared up. We've got a few holes to weld and cover up. Again, we don't want to just put a dollop of silicone on there and hope that it holds up, but we're going to hopefully do it right. Ultimately, I'm going to be using this 1-inch box tubing. Going to build a bracket that'll go up and across and down. There will be 4 of them that will have, I think I've got some 1.5-inch or 2-inch plate steel. We'll drill 2 holes, bolt it right to the top of this, and we'll have a great firm foundation for this deck. So as soon as that kid gets here, we'll get busy. What we have here is, used to have a roof rack that was up here, factory roof rack. So we're gonna weld up these holes, clean them up so we don't have a little leak issue. So, cover your eyes. Okay, now this hole is a little bit too big to fill up this way, so we'll take a small piece of metal from the bottom. I'll have Logan hold that up there in a little bit and then I'll weld it in that way. But let's come over here. Now, if we were doing real body work and we were really worried about this, we'd do just a little bit of heat and then cool it down. But this poor old roof is so warped already, we're nearly not going to worry about it. And after all that, we do this. Like a wonder cleaner, we'll call it, hole be gone. Hole be gone. And that's that. Holes are gone. We're going to call it close enough for the gang we run with. Okay, now we're going to have us some fun. So we have Professor Pardee here with us, and he found this. What was this? A hieroglyphic?
Yeah, this is actually an ancient panel by the Pardeeopians.
Pardeeopians.
We found it in the backyard. I had to, this is a charcoal scribe. An ancient technique that I learned in the desert.
Sweet.
So yeah.
So what is it?
Well, it appears, from my deductions as an archaeologist, to be some sort of roof rack schematic for a Chevy G20 van.
It does appear that way, doesn't it?
It has 4 integral welded support things, and there's going to be some 1.5 inch planks on top. Obviously, this model of the van has windows. This model of the van has windows. I think it's going to be a perfect match. I think it's going to be easy. I don't think we're going to have to do any thinking at all.
Awesome. So, on that note.
We did some thinking.
Yeah. The old Pardee was trying to do a whole bunch of thinking. Then the young Pardee says, why don't we just put a long piece of tubing across the highest point of the van and just measure to the drip rail? Well, youth and intelligence overcomes age and confusion. So here's our starting point. We just wanted to figure out where this was going to be in relationship to the highest point of the van that's had lots of experience and lots of fun things in its life. So we found the high point. We leveled it so that the distance between the drip rail and the bottom of this pipe is the same on both sides. So that measurement is 3 7/8. We're actually going to be planning for 4 7/8 to the bottom. So we've got about 1 inch of clearance. We've got these little pads. We've measured this out. We're going to use 10-foot 2x6s. So the 2x6 will extend 6 inches past this cross piece. And then we will, every 3 feet, have a cross piece so as to match exactly what was found in the hieroglyph. So we'll get one of these put together and give you a status update once we know more. Say goodbye. Take 438. So, after consulting with the ancient Pardeeopian scribes, that was a kid. All right, so we had some interesting times here figuring out how to true this first cross member up with the van and with the ground and with the world so that when we put the one up front, we can actually square it. So that's going to be a challenge. So we stayed with using this drip rail. It's about the most true something we could work with. We found level this way, how far off the van is or isn't. We found our dimension here, how far we wanted to elevate it. We did get these pads, show them that pad that's been bolted into place there. Got it drilled and measured and put into place. Okay, and so now we've got our 6-foot cross member. We've measured our distance for this. I've cut the first piece of tubing here. We've approximated the angle, hoping it's about right to match the pitch of the roof over here. Just like that. And so the idea now is we're going to get this all set up. We'll get the welder set up, get this on both sides. We're going to tack it all together, and then we're going to see what we're working with. So forward motion. I hope the next video has this piece sitting on the workbench, tacked together and looking beautiful.
And spray painted the original GM silver.
Original to what year? And which GM product? And which model? whatever Logan wanted.
I didn't think I was going to get quizzed.
All right, we'll be back.
Well, as fate would have it, it's 2 days later. I sat down to edit the video and put all these clips together. And what happened? My Bluetooth microphone gave up the ghost. That's right, on the closing clip, I had no audio and I had no idea until tonight. So, here, it's a new outfit. What do you think? New earpiece. Good stuff, huh? Hey, Logan and I made good progress. It was an all-day effort, which it doesn't seem like it should take that long, but getting this rear mount and the front mount square on the vehicle. We're within a 1/16 inch square, corner to corner. Pretty happy with that. Get it all level, front and back, with nothing true to measure from was a challenge. But thanks to the cave drawing that Logan came up with earlier, we had the plan to work from. Next up will be 2 more cross pieces, cross members to put up here. We'll have 2x6s up here on 3-foot centers when all is said and done. Plenty strong for what this needs to be. Probably a lot heavier than we want, but hey, it's going to be cool. That's what matters, right? If you enjoy what you're seeing here at Pardee Shop Shenanigans, do me a favor. Would you hit the like button, subscribe, tell a friend or 10, and remember, we really do want your comments, so be honest, but be kind. Up next is 1 minute and 12 seconds of no audio, so I want you to make up your own dialogue as Logan and I closed out what was supposed to be the end of this particular episode. Go out, make it a great week, make somebody smile. They deserve it.